Let's see how many rides we can ride at Disney before my toddler needs a nap. I'll make sure to include timestamps and tell you whether I think rope dropping and lightning lanes is worth it with little kids. We decided to rope drop, so we were there right as the park opened at 8 a.m. and we headed straight to Fantasyland, which I think was a fantastic idea because it wasn't very busy when it first opened. The very first ride, of course, was the Dumbo ride. My toddler didn't like it at first, but then she liked it once we got going. And then we walked directly across over to the carousel and basically hopped onto that ride as well. We then walked over to the teacups and there was no line, so we hopped right on, which was amazing. This is where we made a big mistake and we decided to wait in line for Mr. Toad's. Do not go on this ride if you haven't seen my other video. To lift everybody's spirits, we then went over to the teacups and did that again. We then went over to the Snow White ride. My kids ended up not going, so I went with my niece and nephews, and it ended up being a good idea because I think they would have been freaked out by this. After spending time in Fantasyland, we walked over to Toontown where we did our first lightning lane pass at 10 a.m. for Mickey's Runaway Railway. We got to this point and my kids backed out because it got dark and it got loud and scary. I was kind of bummed because I was looking forward to this ride, but that's okay. We took a short stop to meet Donald Duck and say hi to him, and then my kids were getting hungry, so over in Toontown there's this awesome grassy area, so that's where we had our lunch at, which was a perfect spot. We booked our second lightning lane, which was the Astro Blasters. We ended up going over there, and once again my kids did not want to go on it. That Mr. Toad's ride definitely threw off our day. We then booked our next lightning lane to It's a Small World, and everybody loved that. We took a quick break for this performance over at the Royal Theater, and the line was short at the Jungle Cruise, so we hopped on, and the last ride we did was the Disney Railroad, and then my toddler needed a nap.